It started out by them grooming you.
Her brain would start to like go crazy.
Taking over 17 pills a day.
She used to be in her room all the time.
I was the worst. I was being molested. Nobody knew because they were cousins and family friends and uncles, and I didn't know the difference at the time because I was little. I probably had to start, I was probably 6 maybe. It started out by them grooming you. They'll have you sit on their leg, they'll fondle, they'll touch you, just different things. And I remember when it passed that. I remember feeling pain, but who was I to tell when you don't know no better, when you're a child? I ended up getting sick. I had a nervous breakdown. And from that time, I stayed medicated. I go to the hospital. I would have these episodes where I would just start yelling and screaming if somebody says something to me, if they looked at me the wrong way. In and out the hospitals, in and out of mental institutions, going to day programs, trying to control my thoughts and the things that I couldn't do no longer for my kids. I was there, but I didn't really know what they ate, like certain things. I don't know what size they wear anymore, because I'm not doing their shopping. I forgot what cereals they even liked. You look at things and you see that you're not right. You're like, what kind of life are you living if you can't take care of your kids the proper way? You're scared to do certain things. You're scared to go to the bank, and you can't ride long in cars, and you can't do overcrowded situations, and you're afraid to do a bus, and when people look at you, you're screaming at them, don't look at me. And I was just crazy person. I was the worst. I ended up not going to sign my lease, with me and my kids being homeless, taking over 17 pills a day. And then there was some days where I would take more pills not to feel, just so I can go to sleep. The worst part about my days was the morning, seeing the sun come in. I didn't like it. I would find something to put over the windows. I wanted to be in dark. I didn't understand my reason for living. Even when I looked at my kids, I thought maybe they had a better parent, they'd be better off. They went through so much. They went through so much.
She used to be in her room all the time. She never came out. I used to ask her to go with me places, and she didn't want to go. She barely took care of herself. When it got time to go into the stores, her brain would start to like go crazy. I was in the store, but I don't know where I was in the store. And some lady and her daughter was laughing, and she thought they were laughing at her. So she waited till they went outside, and she asked them, what are you laughing at? What's so funny? And I guess they were like, kind of afraid, like, is she crazy?
I knew that I had depression, deep depression. I knew that I had panic attacks. I knew that I had anxiety. They said I had bipolar, which caused all these mood swings. They said I was manic. I had post-traumatic stress syndrome. Then you got therapists and psychiatrists coming to your house, sitting down with you. They wasn't making anything better. You asking me about things that happened in my life, and I'm telling you, when you're not, there's no feedback, there's no security, you're just opening up these wounds, and you send me home. I start to blame myself for the things that happened to me, for the rape at 25, for the 6 molestations. It got so bad.
I couldn't stand being around her.
I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to take a shower. I didn't want to bathe. I didn't want to do anything.
And at this time, she had a smoking problem. She used to smoke marijuana.
I didn't even have a job. It wasn't working. They told me I would never be able to work again. I would never be able to work around people. Again, actually, a doctor said to me, a couple of them, I want to say at least two, said to me, won't you find a church? She couldn't treat me. They couldn't treat the pain. My sister, she called me. She said, I found the church, but I found another one closer to us. Do you want to come? I said, yes, I'll be on my way. I'll meet you there. So I started coming, doing the chain of prayers, coming on this day, Tuesday to deliver me from the pain, and Wednesdays for my salvation, and Fridays for deliverance. And I would come on Sunday. I started to look for a job. The first week I did 4 different things at my son's school. And this is a week after me coming to the church. I'm able to do more. I wasn't in as much pain as I was. I was happy. And not just on the outside. I was really happy on the inside for the first time. The pastor told me that when I allowed the Holy Spirit in, that I would have peace in my life. The day I received the Holy Spirit, I was reading the Bible. And this was the day that I decided to open my curtains and my blinds. This was the day I decided not to be in the dark. Me feeling different about everything. Me getting up, wanting to do things, going places. When I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see the same person. And I'm no longer on medication. I'm no longer receiving any of that help from psychiatrists or anything. You know what? My relationship now with God has healed me on the inside and out. I make my own money. I don't have to depend on any government and any assistance. God has blessed me to be able to have my own little business. This person I am today, it all happened through the grace of God. There's no other explanation. I overcame depression, anxiety. It is possible. It has happened for me. It can happen for you.